And welcome to a little video on how to add an artist to the Sequoia page in the new system. The first thing you want to do is you want to log into the dashboard over here, and once you're logged in, you want to go over here to the portfolio section. So now all artists have a section in the portfolio. It's no longer in the media grid like it used to be. If you have an artist that you need to change, all you need to do is find their name in this list, and then you can hit the edit button, and then within this little section here, you can click in the green pencil over here in order to edit the text block, and a new little window will pop up with information, so you can add links and information to their website or whatever kind of blurb you want to add. And when you're done, you can hit Save Changes. And if you need to change their images in the gallery, all you have to do is hit the little green pencil in the gallery section here. And so all these little settings are all the things that define how the gallery looks, and the main information for you to look at here is the images. If you want to add images, you can hit the green pencil. If you're just deleting, you can just hit the red pencil or the red X and it'll delete it. But again, if you hit the green, you can rearrange the images. They take a little while to load, but you can rearrange the images within the gallery by just dragging and dropping them, or you can upload new files by just hitting the upload button here. And the other thing that's really important to remember is to add a caption in this section here. Sorry, it's over here. So that you can make sure that the captions are all correct. So if I wanted to add a new one, I could just hit upload, or I can uncheck it in order to remove it from the list, or I can check it again in order to add it to the list. Oops. And if I wanted to rearrange them, I can say edit selection, and then I can just rearrange them within the grid here and add the captions. And then when you're done, just hit add images. But we didn't make any changes, so I'm not going to do that. And when you're done here, hit save changes. And again, I didn't make any actual changes, so I'm just going to hit close. But then when you're completely done, hit update, and it'll update to the gallery. So now if you wanted to add a new one, there's two places to add new. You can add new up here at this button, or on the side over here in add new. There's a few things that are a little bit different here. You're going to want to add the artist's name, and you're going to want to make sure that you're in this area here called the backend editor. So once you hit that, you have access to this new tool called Visual Composer, which is more of an elemental way of adding elements instead of having to use all shortcode. It's a little bit more graphical. So we're going to hit add element, and we're going to add fast gallery is the name of it. That's probably going to be the hardest thing to remember, but you can always just look at an existing artist in order to remember which thing to go to. So you just say okay and hit the fast gallery. The good news is that it auto-loads all the basic information that you need. You just have to scroll down here to this part where it says upload images and pick the images of the artist that you are going to upload. So if you can either hit upload images, or let's just add a couple here just to so that we can see. Make sure when you add each artist that you make sure to add the caption information down here. It's very important. So I'm going to add those images. It'll take a second for it to load, and I'm going to hit Save Changes. Now in order to add the text on the right, I'm doing that here with this little section here, which is where I'm defining how many columns are in this row. So this is a new row, and within it I want to define how many columns. And I was doing this one here, which is 2/3, 1/3. So there'll be 2/3 of the page will be defined for the gallery, and 1/3 of the page will be defined as the text. So then if I hit the little plus button, I can just add a text block. and then it just adds a little text. You can replace the gobbledygook text with whatever you want it to be and hit Save Changes. And I'll put in a little thing here, say test. Okay, so there's the main things we needed to do. Now there's a couple other little details. One is we need to select that it's in the artist category so that it shows up on the artist page. We need to set the featured image, and the featured image is what will show up on the artist's page as the little thumbnail. So you just pick which one you want as your favorite and say set featured image. And then one more little small detail that unfortunately, depending on how many screen options you have set, the screen options are up here. See all these check boxes? These are all the things that are appearing on this page. You can turn off all the ones that you don't need. But the one we're looking for is you have to scroll through all these little details down here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. What we're looking for is... I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry. The back to link. There it is. What we wanted to do is make a link so that when somebody's done looking at the artist's individual page that they can click a button and it'll take them back to the artist page. So all we have to do is on the back to link here, just change that to artists. So that was in the select general little section here. So back to link is artists. And so I do all that and now I just hit publish, and there should now be a new artist named Test will show up on the artist page here. I'll go over here and refresh and we can see what it'll look like. It'll probably look really terrible because there won't be very many images in it. But here is the artist, here's the titles you can see as the captions, there's where the text is, this is the link that'll take us back, this link will take us to the very next artist if in the list. So it's all pretty straightforward. Thanks for listening, hope you have fun.